Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Friday, January 3rd, 2014. Well, nothing really to speak of today. We've got a couple of gold stars here. Motor vehicle sales and EIA petroleum status report. Neither should have any sort of big impact on the way the market's moving right now. And then Ben is speaking this afternoon, but they must not expect him to say anything because there is no star. Maybe it's his exit interview or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's it for scheduled announcements. And then across the foreign markets here. All right, where was I? Oldest grandson just got up, came over here. Okay, over in Asia, we are looking pretty bearish. Nikkei's a little bit up, but not much. So they finished the day pretty much bearish. But Europe is looking bullish this morning. So we're all green over in Europe. And then regarding yesterday's action, don't worry about stocks. Rough start in 2014. My opinion is a lot of people waited till 2014 to take profits, and they decided the first day that the market's open, they're going to take some profits. That's just my opinion. And, we just play what we see. We don't try to forecast. So, speaking of, let's jump over here and take a look at the futures here in the U.S. and we're looking a little bit positive, not a lot. Gold is still climbing, and that's good for my GLD position, which is over here. And then yesterday I did get out of Priceline. Let's bring the chart up here. Priceline is right here. I did get out of it. I took full loss on that. Switches here. Took 100% loss on that, which was in this case $275. I collected $225, and I bailed on this here at 5. So I took the full loss on that. I was in the money. I didn't want to worry about expiration today for these weeklies with these positions in the money, just because I'm not sure exactly how TD Ameritrade is handling those situations anymore. So I spent $2.50 in transaction costs to get out of this thing, so I wouldn't have to worry about it. So even though it's not really telling me to get out, I got out. I don't really have, well, this here was an exit indicator here, but I held out another day. I probably could have saved about $30 or $40 if I would have got out on this particular day here. But, like I said yesterday, I decided to write it out. All right, as far as the rest of the positions are concerned, Baidu is a bull put because we have positive delta here, and we're at 216, almost at max profit. And LinkedIn is a bear call because we have negative delta, and that is almost at max profit. And we could take a look at that from a risk profile perspective. And here we are with Baidu, and here we are with LinkedIn. And, I'm looking, I do these things intentionally with a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So even though we took a hit, and I can show you that. So even though we took a hit here on Priceline, we should end up with a fairly decent week with a couple $100 gain if everything goes as expected today and we don't have anything crazy happening to the likes of like LinkedIn or anything. If it has a good day, should have gotten out yesterday, but I didn't. I was feeling pretty greedy. So I could have, but I spent my time later in the afternoon when my 3:30 alert went off. I did a scan. So I did this scan here where I look for stocks that are over $50 and that the moving average, and this is a 50-day moving average, or the volume, 50-day average on volume is over 500,000, and the IV percentile is between 50 and 100. And I came up with this list here. I ran down the list looking for iron condors. I came up with Dish, wherever you are, Dish. And here's Dish. And this is what it looked like on a chart. These would have been the break-evens on it. So I put the order in and it didn't execute. I'm not sure exactly why it didn't execute. I guess, maybe not enough volume or something, I'm not sure, but it didn't. So this is no longer, well, it might still be a viable candidate. This was for, here's where my strikes were. So they were right here. The shorts were at 52.5 and 62.5. And it still looks like as though, we still have a 21 delta on that before the market opens here, and 52.5 we have a 14 delta, which is not real good, but anyway, the order didn't execute, so we back to the drawing board today, re-evaluate everything, maybe run through this list again sometime today. Okay, so I think that what we can do now is go through the A+ list. We'll run that scan, and then we'll be pretty much done for today. Alright, get our chart up here. Okay, Apple, nothing going. I think I just leave that cursor there, and they should all fall under the same one. AGG. We have a red down, so we'd be looking for a solid green up, and we're not getting it. Amazon, we have, this is not solid, so we take a pass on that. Boeing, not enough range on this red. Baidu, green up, we're in that one, everything's looking pretty good. Celgene, we didn't get a red down between 80 and 20. Chipotle, we're green right now, we may be rolling over. This is looking like it is going to roll over and give us a downward moving average. So there's nothing going on there right now. Costco, it may have a moving average coming down, but there is no setup and no entry. CVX may be giving us an entry. Not exactly sure, but it looks like it's starting to set up. We'll see how that one works out. EOG, this is a broken here. So we do not have a setup, so we have to wait for the next opportunity. FedEx, this may be setting up, but the moving average may also be rolling over. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We either have a setup or we have a reversal here, one or the other. GLD. Oops. Let's go back here. GLD. Sorry about that. Come on. There we go. Whew. Man, that took a long time. Nothing's setting up here right now. I would like to see this down to the 20, like this one did. And but it didn't happen, and it would not have been a good trade anyway. So I'm glad I missed that one. Google. All right, no setup. We're green up here, but we don't have a solid red down from 80 to 20. IWM, we were looking at that yesterday, and it failed. LinkedIn is looking pretty good right now. No setup. MasterCard, no setup. 3M might be setting up in the near future, but nothing right now. Netflix, we had a failed setup. I think we had an alert on this yesterday and it didn't go. Priceline, we know we got out of that. We might be looking at a trend reversal here too. RUT, almost set up but failed. Here, I would have taken this if we would have had a green down here on the MACD, or even yesterday if we would have gotten a green, but we didn't. So this is broken. So this is no longer a setup candidate. SPX. This could be a setup, but looking at the markets today, it may not. All right, Tesla. Tesla, this is a negative here. So we had a nice green here. This was a nice setup. This would have been an entry here, and I missed that. And then Visa, nothing setting up there on Visa. Okay, I think I covered everything that I wanted to today. So we'll keep it short. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.